misinformation component. I'm caught between this is the apparatus preparing to push Biden aside, or this is the apparatus getting it out of the way early in 2023. Just sort of let it all fly. Okay, the documents. Okay, the Biden selling stuff. Because this is how they do things. It's all about mass perception manipulation. So I don't know if you have, and we can come back to this, a theory on that. But because I'm caught between them, depending on when someone asks me. On the misinformation piece, and we should get to the fact that Brad Stelter, have you ever met Stelter, by the way?
Oh, I have never.
He's exactly what you'd expect from the show. It's like, hey, dude, come on my show. Brian Stelter, as the misinformation czar, actually makes a lot of sense. But the notion that we should still be having conversations, misinformation should be a dirty word now. People should think, whenever they hear misinformation, oh, you mean when one side of the political aisle pretends that there is like from things that are untrue, so they have to suppress them. But that's not actually true. They've been wrong. This is the challenge that we have now, everybody. They want to police misinformation more than ever, Clay, more aggressively. They've been wrong repeatedly. As you said, they've been wrong on Lena Wynn. They've been wrong in Russia collusion. Wrong and wrong again.
And so I try to always peel back, because I know there's a lot of our audience that's been red pilled. Because once you see, and for those of you out there, Matrix reference, once you see one form of dishonesty, something that you know to be untrue, and you start to dive deeper, you see more and more of these untruths. But Buck, there are tens of millions of people that watched that CNN interview with Lena Wynn, read her columns over the years, and also read that CNN piece on Hunter Biden and the Biden crime family, and may not have even been exposed to the fact that those stories exist, right? I say there's tens of millions of people out there in the country that have no idea COVID deaths have been overwhelming.
Can I modify that a little bit? That thought just a little bit. I would add to it. I think it's that they thought they were in a position to entirely discount whatever they saw, that they were so dismissive so immediately of it because of misinformation that it never registered with them the possibility that it could be true. I don't think that there are that many people who are well informed who weren't aware that there were some these arguments, but they weren't aware that there were serious, intelligent, honest people making these, you know what I mean? So it's still a little bit of a modifier.
I think there's a lot of people who are just super busy, and they're like, I trust the New York Times to tell me what matters. Right? We're not just saying, hey, we're on this side. We know what the other side is arguing. I think there are tens of millions of people that don't even know what you and I argue on a daily basis.
So even if you both read the enemy's broadsheets and talking points every day, we have to. I read the New York Times, I read CNN, I have to be aware of what they're saying. But they were constantly calling out, as part of the campaign to suppress the misinformation, they would say, oh, there are people who are talking about hydroxychloroquine. Oh, look, there are people who are saying there's some federal scheme. So it doesn't really matter all that much.
Right.
But I think they were aware that some of these things had been said, but I think they were in a position to just entirely, now that it's real, they're like, what do you mean? Do you think they were aware of people like Dr. Marty McCary, like Dr. Unitas from Stanford, these people who are making some of these? No, they were not aware of that. Is right. The difference is.
And they use, because everybody's busy, they use like this brand association of the New York or CNN or MSNBC as a badge of honor, and they trust that they are smarter than everybody.
Yes,
which is a big part of this.
That is the brand, by the way. That is the brand they sell. Yes. You read us because you're smart.
You're elite.
It's a lie.
You are better than all those red state rubes. And I think one of the big difficulties in terms of the cognitive disassociation now, it's not just that they were wrong, it's that dumb people were right. Yep. Like the people that they look down on, the people that they've been making fun of, all you people in red states who don't know anything. Oh wait, they actually got everything right on COVID. They're years ahead of this story. Play this audio for you, but I want everybody out there thinking about this, because I think it's a big part of the story of 2023.
I think the point you just made is absolutely essential to an understanding of how there's such a stubbornness to look at objective reality. More than anything else, I'm a New York Times subscriber who lives in the Northeast to sell a corridor on the West Coast of the U.S. I'm smarter than all those people in tech, whatever, who didn't get the shot. No, they're not, actually. That's the problem. They'll never admit it.
And how do you reconcile that over the course of 2023? Because CNN suddenly is coming out and saying, oh, yeah, the whole Biden crime family stories, those are pretty much true. And, oh, by the way, they have been wildly exaggerating COVID deaths. And we're going to play a little bit later for you. Steven Spielberg, I mean, he's a smart guy, one of the most creative geniuses of his generation.
I think the greatest director of our life, of my lifetime. I can't speak for him.
Yeah, old men like me. But yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, Steven Spielberg is wildly successful, creative genius making films. He bought into the Fauci worldview that everybody was going to die of COVID. We're going to play that for you later. How do these people reconcile, somebody that I looked down on in Mississippi, living in the Delta on a tiny farm, was way better risk than I was as a Los Angeles kingmaker in the world of film. I'm using Spielberg as a small example of this, but it is intriguing. Now, here's Brian Stelter. I mean, the idea that you would have this World Economic Forum going on, and you would have a panel on disinformation, and that you would pick Brian Stelter of CNN to air it, is evidence of this cognitive disassociation, this lack of understanding of how much they got wrong. But I want you to listen to this, and then maybe when we come back, what the New York Times publisher himself is saying, because I think it goes to the essence of this.
The clear and present danger of disinformation is our conversation here this afternoon. It follows a session just now about disrupting trust, and of course those are connected, so I hope that's where we can start. I'm Brian Stelter, formerly of CNN, now a fellow at Harvard University. We can try to put some real information out into the world to make up for all the crazy with regards to 2016 and Trump showing that lying works. Has that only been 6 years? Do you see evidence that it's less true, hopefully, now? But haven't we seen many Democrats in the last 6 years pressuring Facebook to be stronger in content moderation? Hasn't that been a wave that we've seen crash over for years now?
I think there's something honestly sociopathic about the mindset of Democrats when it comes to this, because not only were they enormously wrong, and I would note, I talked to this week about this, Clay. One of the things that came up is how there's not a lot of debate anymore, and I thought it was mostly just a media phenomenon. But I think also right now, Democrats are running scared from a lot of these big arguments. Either you or I would absolutely kick the ass of any Democrat on any of these issues related to COVID or lockdowns or vaccines. Or they would look foolish. They would look ridiculous, especially if we could bring up their former clips. And yet, they didn't get any of this wrong. They fired people from their jobs. They kept people from living normal lives. They kept people from seeing loved ones dying in hospitals. And they have no remorse over this. That's where the sociopathy comes in. And they still think they should be policing the truth?
No doubt. And how about the fact that Brian Stelter gets fired by CNN and hired by Harvard? And they bring him all the way to Europe to modify a debate on disinformation.
What's amazing is you are seeing this, and I know this sounds extreme, but I really do believe it, because they're about to get rid of PTs and standardized testing with the end of affirmative action in a lot of the elite universities. The woke, like a virus, invaded these universities, took over the host body, and now they're actually at the point where they're destroying them. Now they're actually at the point where you will no longer, the notion of the Ivy League, I'm at the Ivy League, so I'm really smart, means nothing. It's not going to mean anything to anyone who knows anything in 10 years, because if it doesn't stand for academic excellence, nobody cares.
That's right.
And so this is why at Harvard, at any of these places now, increasingly, if somebody they went to one of these schools, legitimately, it does not register as anything to me. You can go to community college or Harvard, makes no difference to me.
Their brand was, we'll cut through the noise. If we bring you onto our campus, we're saying you put you on the front of the lines of resumes and everything else. I think increasingly, if it's not an arbiter for intelligence, then what in the world are you paying for? mean, we need to play this New York Times clip for you from Schultzberger, the owner family here, coming up here in a moment. But in the meantime, talk to anyone who's been on the Hillsdale College campus, and they'll tell you learning is infectious there. Professors, students, administration, they're all into learning. They're a committed bunch, and that's good for all of us. So they're sharing their learning with us. For those of you who may not be able to go and attend college at Hillsdale up in Michigan, the good people at Hillsdale, in fact, have been producing online video courses for everyone free of charge. The goal is to further your own love for learning by sharing what they speak about in their classrooms. And there are over 30 amazing online courses for free for everybody out there who wants to. These are not courses where you have to worry about your grades or you have to worry about a pop quiz. You can learn all sorts of things about history, the best authors of the last several hundred years, inventions that matter, incredible people who defined our history. Here's how you do it. Go to clayandbuckforhillsdale.com and you can pick one of more than 30 free Hillsdale courses. Pick whichever course you like. Educated American in 2023. It's free. Go to clayandbuckforhillsdale.com and start your free course today. clayandbuckforhillsdale.com.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton making sense in an insane world.
Power Talk 1460 and FM 101.1.
If one of your goals this year is to do business with companies who share your values, then switch to Pure Talk for your cell phone service.
Pure Talk is proudly veteran-owned. They proudly employ a U.S.-based customer service team.
There's service networks out there with blazing fast data, talk, and text for just $30 a month.
That's probably half of what you're paying Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile.
You can keep your phone and your phone number and switch over in as little as 10 minutes.
Talk has a first month risk-free guarantee. Try it, and if you're not completely happy with your Pure Talk service, you'll get your money back.
Support a company who supports you. Dial pound 250, say Clay and Buck, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Again, dial pound 50 and say Clay and Buck and get 50% off your first month. Pure Talk is smarter wireless.
Binge listen this and all your artist stations, plus any song from our library of millions of songs, all. Get your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access. You'll love it. Don't be basic, be extra. Radio All Access now.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, the hair color company I named after my daughter. I Madison Reed to give you the most gorgeous hair color, 8 ingredients you can feel good about. Are you tired of drugstore hair color? Upgrade to salon quality hair color that nourishes and improves the condition of your hair without any harsh odors. It's easily done at home, and we deliver. Hair color matching technology makes picking the right color easy, fast, and accurate. For a limited time, new clients get 15% off plus free shipping on your first order. Visit madison-reed.com/offer. Take our online color quiz to find your perfect shade. That's madison-reed.com/offer. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Lisa, you look great. I feel great. I got a personal loan from Happy Money, and now my credit card debt's gone. Happy looks good on you.
Personal loans with low fixed rates. Your best interests at heart. Apply today at happymoney.com. Happy Money. Fund your happy. NMLS ID number 1396805. Not all applicants may qualify. Loans are not offered in Massachusetts and Nevada. Happy Money works with lending partners who originate. Additional terms, conditions, and eligibility requirements may apply.
Advance Auto Parts, ¿qué dicen? Bienvenidos al Advance Show. Primer episodio. ¿Quién es este Advance? Bueno, Advance es una persona. Yo, que adora Advance Auto Parts. No solo porque los nombres se parecen. Advance. Porque a Advance le encantan las baterías DieHard, los paquetes de aceite y los ambientadores. Y es Eduardo para los cuates. ¿Y por qué hablo de mí en tercera persona? Gracias por escuchar el Advance Show.
Membership fees apply. Free trial. Cancel anytime. Can I be real for a second? That goal you have to exercise and eat better, nobody is going to do it for you. And nobody nobody has to, because you can do it if you have the right tools and a community that cares about adults, and that's us, Beachbody. It's as convenient as your TV or laptop, but you need to decide that you're worth it. Let us help you succeed. Here's how. Go to beachbody.com to claim your free membership and start feeling great.
I wanted to know why some people who have COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Sir, we got to report something here. We had Senator Ted Cruz with a flying elbow off the top belt buckle. And Eric Swalwell square in the jaw with this one. This is a tweet from yesterday. Representative Swalwell tweets out the following: I will make this open bet to Ted Cruz. If the Dallas Cowboys beat the 49ers, I won't tweet for the rest of January. If the 49ers win, you can't tweet Eric Swalwell for the rest of January. I'm sorry, Ted Cruz for the rest of January. How Texan are you, Ted? Senator Cruz's response was, how about we bet a Chinese dinner instead? Ouch! Senator Cruz, I have to report roughing the passer here, taking him down.
Swalwell is just so, socially maladroit. I struggle to think of him being successful in any endeavor other than left-wing politics. But I legitimately cringed. You know, you suck in your, when I saw that tweet from Cruz delivered, devastating. Also, to be honest with you, I don't like his side of the bet. I think Swalwell's 49ers, to the extent are the better team and more likely to beat the Cowboys. So I don't like giving up uneven advantage there. Also, what's the second? Something along there in terms of the date. They're not actually having to be quiet for that long on their social media feeds. But yeah, I think the game's going to be played on 22nd. I like
Cruz and Fuego there with the Twitter roundhouse that Swalwell did not see coming.
I think Ted Cruz is way funnier and less strident than his reputation is in the larger public, if that makes sense. And I think that tweet is a great example of it. If you're going to play this New York Times cut for you when we come back of the publisher to kind of give you further context, by the way, of how much more is going on. But if your business has 5 to 500 employees and you manage to make it through COVID, you could be eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of up to $26,000 per employee. Not a loan, no payback. It's a refund of your taxes. How do you get your money? Go to getrefunds.com. Their tax attorney specialist, little-known payroll tax refund program. They'll do all the work. No charges up front. Just share a percentage of the cash they get back with you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including nonprofits, even those that had increases in sales. Team at getrefunds.com already returned over $1 billion to businesses. They up as well. Just go to getrefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, answer available for a limited amount of time. Don't miss out. Go to getrefunds.com. No risk, high reward. Getrefunds.com.
Of truth. Power Talk 1460 and FM 101.1.
Binge listen this and all your artist stations, plus any song from our library. And free. Get your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access. You'll love it. Be extra. Start your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access now.
Lisa, you look great. I feel great. I got a personal loan for and now my credit card debt's gone. Happy looks good on you.
Personal loans with low fixed embarked. Apply today at happymoney.com. Happy Money. Fund your happy. NMLS ID number 13